Welcome everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you are in the world. I'm Hanan El-Haddiwi, a member of MACFEST team. Welcome to MACFEST 2021. MACFEST is delighted to take you on a wonderful journey to Jordan, and we are thrilled to present a range of wonderful performances and presentations. I would like to request first our audience to please follow MACFEST on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so that you will always be notified about our upcoming events. All our events are free, and we are dearly welcome donations. They help us. We are short of funding. But first of all, now I'm delighted to introduce you the chief guest, MACFEST. He's born in Grenada, so he is the radio presenter who has been active in British broadcasting for over 40 years. During his career, Shafts has presented programs for Piccadilly Radio, Jazz, FM, BBC Radio Manchester, Mike Shafts Music in the Radio Office. Mike, over to you to say a few words, and thank you for honoring our festival.
Hanan, I think Mike would like to see something first, he said, and he will speak later. That is fine, but thank you for the introductions. Okay.
Thank you, Mike.
Introduce the nose.
Yeah. Are you ready to enjoy an exciting journey and visit a Jordanian world full of amazing facts and history? But first of all, let me introduce you the lovely, lovely ladies, both Noor and Nora. Noura Ismail is joining us from Birmingham. She is a Jordanian lady born in today Scotland, raised in Saudi Arabia, graduated from Applied Science University, Computer Science from Amman, Jordan. At the moment, he is living in Birmingham, in UK, teaching Arabic in Silowak Arabic School. The second host, Noor Qutb, she is joining us from Saudi Arabia, live in Jeddah. She was born in Kuwait, then moved to her home country, Jordan. She was graduated from Applied Science University 2004 in Amman, Jordan. She had 3 children. They all have the British citizen by their father. She worked as a computer instructor, office manager, and family social marketing manager. Her hobbies are singing, swimming, playing instruments, and reading and helping others. Now it's over to you, Noor or Nora. Let's enjoy this event with you that we are waiting for. Thank you.
Hanan, for introducing us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Masa al khair. Hello, good evening, everyone. In the beginning, I want to introduce myself. I am Noura Ismail. Me and Noor are going to celebrate our first event with MACFEST, and we are delighted to celebrate Arab Heritage Week. And it is our great honor to participate in this event. We are delighted to have MACFEST to join us this evening. Now over to you, Noor.
Thank you, Noura. Thank you, Hanan. Hello, everybody from all over the world. This is Noor Qutb joining you from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and I will be your other presenter today. We are excited to show you some interesting facts about the beauty of Jordan. Let us begin our journey with Noura. Over to you, Noura.
Hello again. Now I will start with a brief summary of Jordan. I will start with the official name of Jordan. The official name of Jordan is Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. And Jordan, located in the heart of the Middle East, in the east bank of the Jordan River, and in Western Asia, bordering by Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Aqaba, and Palestine. It is ruled by the royal family, King Abdullah and Queen Rania. This is the national flag of Jordan, and every part has a special meaning. These three horizontal colors, black, white, and green, it represents the three caliphates, which are Umayyad, Abbasid, and Fatimid. The red parts represent the Hashemite dynasty. The 7 pointed stars represent the 7 verses of the first surah in Quran, and represent as well the Arab unity. And some believe it related to the 7 hills which Amman, the capital, was built. So during this presentation, we will go through these topics. Welcome to Jordan, famous landmarks, Islamic landmarks, Jordanian food, Jordanian dance, wedding, and song. Now I am going to show you a video that will tell you more about Jordan.
Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to Jordan, a peaceful modern country filled with sights and sounds as old as time. In Jordan, you can step in the very place where Jesus was baptized, wander one of the world's great wonders, float in the Dead Sea, and dine with friends under desert stars. Hospitality is legend in Jordan, the Switzerland of the Middle East it's been called. Come, walk with me, and I will show you. There are many routes to discover in Jordan, and the King's Highway connects them all. From the Red Sea in the south to the desert east, Jordan River west, and Amman in the north. It is easy to follow your own path in this historic and biblical land. So many already have. The King's Highway brought Moses and his people from Egypt as they wandered into the Holy Land. The wise men, too, crossed over on their journey to Bethlehem. Pilgrims linger still as they travel the Hajj to Mecca or follow the steps of Jesus.
At the airport at Amman, Jordan's King Hussein becomes the first Arab ruler to receive...
Jordan was the first Arab country to host an official papal visit. King Hussein welcomed Pope Paul VI in 1964.
The Pope's pilgrimage to the land of Jesus Christ and the birthplace of Christianity is to be 3 days of devotion at the most holy places in Christian history.
Today, I am in Jordan, a land sanctified by the presence of Jesus himself.
The next 3 followed him, including Pope Francis, who also began his Holy Land pilgrimage in Jordan, in the company of their Majesties King Abdullah and Queen Rania.
Welcome to Jordan.
For centuries, the spice trade converged on Jordan and brought the world with it. The Greeks settled here. The Romans built on their legacy. Crusaders fortified the passes. And the Nabateans dug in, stepped through a canyon slot into Petra, the ancient Rose City. homes, shops, churches, and fountains, hand-carved into the multicolored sandstone. Decorated with wisdom, inhabited for centuries. And still by day or night, a true wonder of the world. But if it's adventure you seek, come jump into a natural reserve. Splash your way up the Mujib Gorge. Scramble over the wind-carved Dana Reserve and stroll under the forests of Ashlum. Then treat yourself to a spa, as King Herod and Cleopatra did centuries ago in the natural hot springs of Ma'in. Adventure of a different nature awaits in Wadi Rum. Climb a stone bridge to the sky. Slip through canyon walls inscribed by wind, water, and a mere 4,000 years ago, human hands. Follow the path of Lawrence of Arabia to a festive night under desert stars. Then soar among eagles over this amazing valley, which Lawrence called vast, echoing, and godlike. Just to the south of Aqaba, explore the cooling shores of the Red Sea. Then plunge beneath to swim and snorkel in a vibrant world. Or drift north to the lowest point on Earth and the highest you'll ever float, the salty Dead Sea. In Jordan, every step forward takes you back. Back in time to the people and places of antiquity. And if Scripture is your guidebook, let it lead you to Aaron's tomb, where he died on the first day of the 5th month of the 40th year after the Israelites came out of Egypt. Mount Nebo, where Moses looked over the land I promised on oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Elijah's hill, when suddenly a chariot and horses of fire appeared, and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. From the Gospels, you'll find John the Baptist's cave. I am the voice of one calling in the desert, make straight the way for the Lord. Among you stands one, the throngs of every day. Calls to prayer from Imam's great mosques resound through the city, echoing over homes, cafes, markets, blending with bells, psalms, and prayers from multiple churches. And as evening lights beam from the capital city, they shine on miraculous intersection of the 3 great monotheistic religions, a daily reminder of Jordan's religious tolerance and a blessed hallmark of this nation. A land of peace, hospitality, and smiles.
Welcome to Jordan, welcome.
Hi.
Come share a tea or coffee. Try new flavors, savory and sweet along the street, in our shops, maybe even in a home, Jordanians are that friendly. Browse our markets and barter with the best. Sleep well in our cities, villages, and deserts. Then, follow your feet to wherever your heart leads. Ahlan wa sahlan. You are truly welcome in Jordan, for to us, you are God's guest. Come, please, and walk with me. Live your list and book your Jordan journey now. Visit myjordanjourney.com and visit jordan.com for more information. Production of Welcome to Jordan was made possible in part by our partnerships and sponsors. Air travel provided by Royal Jordanian Airlines. Fly the Dreamliner non-stop to Amman, Jordan. Book on rj.com. Columbia Sportswear. Footage was made possible with the help of Columbia Sportswear and their Omni 10 team visiting Jordan. Isla Aviation Academy. Footage from the air was made possible with the sponsorship of Isla Aviation Academy. Contact the Academy for hot air ballooning, gliding, or any other aero sports.
Before moving to the next slide, I want to add these two extra information that the official language in Jordan is Arabic, and they speak English as a second language. And the majority of Jordanians are Muslim, and 6% of the population are Christian. Noor?
Yes. Now we'll talk about Amman, the beautiful city. Amman is the capital of Jordan, is a modern city with numerous ancient ruins. Atop Jabal al-Qal'a hill, the historic citadel includes the pillars of the Roman temple of Hercules and the 8th century Umayyad palace complex, known for its grand dome. But into a different downtown hillside, the Roman theater is a 6,000 capacity, 2nd century stone amphitheater offering occasional events. Amman is home to almost half of the country's population, as well as Roman ruins, friendly nightlife, ancient souk, luxurious hotels, and modern shopping malls. Travelers are welcomed by the multicultural, friendly, and hospitable people of Amman. Now, let me take you on a small trip into Amman city. I hope you enjoy this video.
Now we will start with the famous landmarks in Jordan. The first one is Petra, which is called Rose City. Another name for Petra is Rose City, known as Rose City. The ancient city of Petra is carved into the massive red mountain that surrounded it, and it is one of the great wonders of the world, built by Nabateans almost 2,000 years ago. As the capital city of the Nabateans, Petra served as an integral trade junction that linked Arabia, Egypt, Syria, Greece, and Rome. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is among the world's most famous archaeological sites for its combination of ancient Eastern traditions and Hellenistic architecture. Visitor won't want to miss Al-Khazna, which is the treasury, the city's most elaborate temple carved out of a sandstone rock face and standing 43 meters high. And this is a picture from Petra.
Now we will talk about Wadi Rum. Wadi Rum is not known to many, but it is as close to any Mars-like landscape that any of us Earthling will ever experience, also known as the Valley of the Moon. It offers travelers an escape from the ordinary and escape of solitude, with vast open desert and rock formations that reach heights of up to 1,750 meters. Wadi Rum is a natural paradise for hikers and mountaineers. It was the backdrop for the movie The Martian, and visitors all agree that it is as otherworldly as one can get on Earth. Jordan is also featured in the latest Star Wars films, The Rise of Skywalker and Rouge One were Wadi Rum. Remember the film Lawrence of Arabia? It was partially filmed in the stark Wadi Rum desert. The Jordan desert takes center stage in many scenes. This is an interesting video about Wadi Rum sleeping in the Martian dome. We will play it now. But
this place is like nowhere else that I've ever seen.
Oh, have you ever seen a camel's tongue?
Did you just lick my head?
Exactly.
Just arrived at the camp that we're going to be staying at tonight, and it looks like a space station on another planet.
We're in the middle of the desert with all these huge rock formations around us. It is so beautiful, and the sky is blue, and the sun is shining. So excited.
The weather could not be more perfect, and the landscape here is like nothing I've ever seen before.
Group 6. This is our new home. Wow. This is not bad for the middle of the desert. We have a heater. Let's test the bed. Oh, wow. It's so comfortable. This blanket is so thick. I'm very excited about this.
Okay, we quickly threw our stuff in our tent. Now I'm late because I filmed too many tents. Now we're about to jump in a four-wheel drive vehicle and go explore Wadi Rum. Sorry.
This is our new ride.
I'm not gonna fall, girls. Now we've jumped in a truck and we are heading deeper into the desert. You can't appreciate how big the cliffs are until you get right up next to them. Hundreds and hundreds of meters jutting straight up out of the desert. How's it going, Kara?
I'm really tired. I've only taken like 15 steps.
You can do it, Nano.
No.
You can do it.
I feel I'm standing on my
I'm not moving. The sands are moving. I'm not.
Give me your hand, I'll pull you up.
Oh, please. Oh my God. Oh, you did it. Yes. Yeah.
Made it. It's a good workout.
We're climbing up to our first viewpoint, and I'm pretty sure I already have half the desert in my shoes. Wow, that is a drop. The views are so good.
It's so beautiful.
No matter which direction you turn. Like I can point the camera in any direction and it's absolutely beautiful from up here.
And it's warm and breezy. It's gorgeous.
You see like no people while you're driving through the desert, but then there's like apparently a few popular spots where everyone stops and then you figure out where everybody is really fast. Did you just lick my head? Did you just lick my head? Whoa, we're going up. Oh, oh.
Cool, baby.
Right. We'll see you there.
Here we go. Mine is huge. It's so quiet and peaceful out here. All you can hear are the camel's feet walking in the sand. It's so nice. I have so many pads on my seat. It looks like you just have a thin blanket.
I think this is much more enjoyable for you than it is for me.
I'm very sorry.
You have 12 blankets.
I'm the queen.
Queen Kara of Arabia.
Kara of Arabia. Yes. A whole new world. And now I'm in a whole new world with you.
So every time I've ridden a camel in the past, it's always fun for about the first 5 minutes and then it really starts to hurt. My legs start to rub against the saddle, but our Bedouin guide taught me a trick that totally changes everything. If you just cross your front leg over the camel's hump, it totally changes your sitting position. No more rubbing, and the ride becomes 10 times more enjoyable. True Bedouins use trucks now.
Your camel was kissing my ankle. Oh, look. Hi, little sweetie. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Please don't.
Oh, have you ever seen a camel's tongue?
Did you put it back in your dust bin? Did you get a picture? Look at that. That's gross. Camels' tongues are gross. I've never seen anything like that. Apparently when camels burp, their tongue has to like fall out of the side of their mouth to release gas, and it is the weirdest looking thing.
We weren't sure if we wanted to ride these camels because we never want to support animal cruelty for the sake of tourism, so we asked our friend Nano to ask our guide some questions.
كيف تعلموا الجمال كيف يركبوا؟
والله هسه الجمال من عمره تقريبا 2 إلى 3 سنين نجيبه يكون في البر.
So he's saying actually that when they are like 1 to 2 years old, they just put the rope on them and they bring their leader. They're always the camels. They have a leader, and they keep walking with them around to follow the leader and learn how to do it.
يضل نركب وننزل عليه ونلف إذا في جولات هيك نطلع ونركب عليه جانب.
يعني ما بصير في تعذيب أو
لا ما بصير تعذيب أبدا. أصلاً الحيوان إذا صار تعذيب ما يقعد معك الحيوان.
And there is no torture at all because he's saying the camels are not like any other animals. If you do anything bad to them, yell at them or beat them, they will feel harm and humiliated and they will never obey you. So it must you treat them very good so they can obey you and they can treat you very nice way. The minute you treat them bad, they will stop obeying you and they will be very bad to you. So that's why.
عفواً.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
I think that we have found the perfect spot for sunset. Not a bad way to end the day. The sun sets so early here. It is 4:45 and in 30 minutes, it'll be gone.
And cold.
The weather changes very quickly in the desert.
That sunset was so dreamy, one of the best ones we've ever seen. But the funny part is we're all talking about how cold we were and how hungry we were. And we couldn't wait to go eat.
Looked beautiful in the camera, but we were cheering for it to go down as fast as possible.
Very memorable. I'm riding in the truck on the way back to the camp. Everyone else is braving the cold. I just don't do well with cold. Got to soak in my body heat before we sleep in a tent tonight.
So earlier we gave you a tour of a tent, but we just got some really good news.
Tonight, we get to stay in one of the bubble spaceship things.
When else do you have the chance to stay in a space station on Mars? I actually tried to book one of these a few days ago before we were coming, but they were all sold out, but apparently one's opened up.
It was under construction and now it's not, and so nobody booked it. And we get to move rooms! And I have hot coffee and I'm so happy. How cool are these?
These domes are actually called the Martian domes. It really is like living on Mars.
This is our home for the night. Look at it. And this is going to be our view while we're sleeping. How amazing! I've always wondered how these kind of things worked. Like, how do you have privacy when there's more than one? But only the front half is see-through and everybody's is facing the same way. So nobody can actually see inside your cabin or dome or Martian bubble. What do they call it? Wow, the bathroom's really nice. I did not expect this in this little dome. Tile floor, running water, toilet, and shower. This is nuts. Who would have thought? Amenities? Crazy.
Besides the pods on the side of the mountain, I cannot think of a more unique accommodation that we've ever stayed in.
Yeah, this is so cool. And it's nice and warm in there.
A bubble in the middle of the desert.
I can't wait to see the stars tonight, and it's perfectly clear right now.
The sun set like 30 minutes ago, but everything is still this beautiful golden color.
We're having a traditional Bedouin dinner tonight. They literally make a fire in the sand, put a massive pot of meat in there, and then cover it all up with sand. And so when you see it, it doesn't look like anything's happening. And then they take a shovel, dig it up, and pull it right out of the ground and in here onto my plate. It all looks delicious. And we're in a giant Martian bubble, or whatever they're called. What we're staying in, but a massive one. Bon appetit. Dance party! It's a little difficult. It's proof that it's real and it wasn't just an illusion. That was so much fun. I took both of my coats off. Who would have thought?
What a fun night this turned out to be.
The Bedouins even got Nate dancing, which does not happen often.
I've learned that Jordanian dancing is a lot more my speed. There's no hip shaking. It's more clapping your hands to the beat and jumping around, which I can handle.
You did.
This place is like nowhere.
We hope you enjoyed watching this video. Now we will speak about another city. Okay. About 1 hour's drive north of Amman, Jordan's capital city is Jerash, the best preserved Roman ruin outside of Rome. There is a festival for culture and arts held in Jerash in July every year. It features several shows performed by Jordanian, Arab, and foreign artists. The site is massive for anyone who has to explore Ephesus or other Roman ruins. This site blows them all out of the water. From colonnaded streets to theaters to the massive Hadrian's Gate, it can take a couple of hours to have a quick walk through the site. It was only in recent years that the beautiful oval was discovered. Soldiers were camping on the site, and after hitting hard ground, they began excavating, and what was discovered was the massive oval. Much of Jewish preservation is due to mud covering much of the site. There are still excavations going on, although most of the major structures have been found. What has not been uncovered is where the homes were of those who lived here. These pictures are from my last visit to Jerash, and when I went there, I was amazed. This one of the theaters, I was amazed how they were clever whilst they were building this theater. The travel guide told us if we stand in a particular point and speak, there will be an echo. And these circles has something to do with it. And if we stand, however, if we stand on another point or somewhere else, there is no echo. And this is the video. These theaters were used for city council meetings, for performance, for music stage, and for poetry recital, and many more for different purposes. Noor?
Thank you, Noura. Now we'll talk about Aqaba Bay or Aqaba. The Gulf of Aqaba is world famous for divers who flock to the jewel blue waters. Natural reefs as well as man-made ones are just offshore in most places and easily accessible by a shore boat trip. This, along with the Red Sea resorts, is what makes Aqaba famous, and diving is one of the most popular things to do in Jordan's southern city of Aqaba. This ancient Red Sea port city is home to the Mamluk fort, used as Khan travelers' inn for pilgrims on their way to Mecca. In Aqaba, you can visit ancient mud brick Ayla, ancient church, which is the oldest purpose-built church in the world. Over to you, Noura.
Ajloon. Venture back to the time of the Crusades with a trip to Ajloon Castle, a stunning Islamic fortress located on the top of a mountain. The castle is a fascinating maze of passages and levels, and offers wonderful panoramic views of the Jordan Valley and the highlands of North Jordan. The castle is one of the best preserved and most complete examples of medieval Arab Islamic military architecture in the world. Ma'daba. The city of Mosaic is home to famous 6th century mosaic map of Jerusalem and the Holy Land. The city is famous for its mosaic, which are found at some of its most famous landmarks, including St. George's Church, with its impressive 6th century mosaic of the Holy Land. With 2 million pieces of colored stones, the map shows hills and valleys, villages and towns as far as the Nile Delta. Hundreds of beautiful mosaic from the 5th through the 7th centuries are scattered throughout Madaba's churches and homes. Noor?
Nora, if you want to carry on.
Yes, thank you. Now we'll talk about the famous Dead Sea. Is the lowest point on Earth, the Dead Sea, where visitors can float in its mineral-rich waters at 400 meters below sea level. There is no seaweed, fish, or any other creatures found in or around its turquoise water. The high salt and mineral content of the Dead Sea mean that this body of water has powerful healing properties. It's a popular destination for treating skin problems such as acne, psoriasis, and cellulite, as well as muscle ache and arthritis. Sunbathing at the Dead Sea has less of sunburn risk than other destinations. This is due to its location below sea level as harm ultraviolet rays are filtered through 3 natural layers. These include an extra atmospheric layer, an evaporation layer above the Dead Sea, and a thick ozone layer. In this video, short video, you will notice how you can't sink inside the Dead Sea water.
I just want a cannonball right at it, but what you don't know is that this water right here is the second most saltiest water in the entire world. It's so salty that fish cannot live in it. There's no marine life, period.
Is this just all salt though? Like legit?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm scared I'm gonna lay back, it's going in my eye. Oh, you just float! Yo, I'm just floating like a dead man, dude. Look here. This is actually sick. Look at my legs right now. I'm trying to sink on purpose and I can't sink. After all the food we ate, we're still floating, bro.
This is weird. Just watch me rub my nipples.
Nora? The mic, Nora.
Shall we ask Mike to give you a break for a minute? Mike, would you like to come and join us? Mike, are you there?
Yes, I am. And
yes, I think maybe this might be the time to give those girls a break.
Well, I'm not sure about that because I was thoroughly enjoying everything I've seen here. Now, I'll hold my hands up and say I didn't know much about Jordan at all. But looking at the films, even the funny ones like that TikTok film at the end, I've learned so much in the last 15 minutes, you would not believe it. It sounds like a wonderful country. It just does. And the history, I remember I've holidayed in Turkey 3 or 4 times now, and the history there is spectacular. But I think this, and having not been to Jordan, is even more interesting to me. It is just wonderful. And the presentation of this event, I know these events run by MACFEST is to spread love around the world. And I'm delighted to say it is working. It is absolutely fantastic that I can sit here in Manchester, right next to Media City in Salford, and see this and feel like I'm a part of what's going on. I think it's just wonderful. Noor and Nora are doing a fantastic job, absolutely brilliant. And Hanain, of course, who welcomed us earlier and will be back with us later, just fantastic. I must say, the films, the first two films, the historical ones, were just beautiful, just beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you
think
so much.
this you know, needs a wider audience. I can see there are loads of people on this call, and it's fantastic. But this is a history of this country, and it's a history of a country with a massive history. Excellent. I can't thank you enough for inviting me to this, and I'm looking forward to enjoying the rest of it.
So Mike, I just want to say to the audience who have joined us from around the world, they need to know who you are as well. Everybody, we have a very special guest, and this is our Mike. He is a very famous radio broadcaster. He has a special show called Radio Manchester in the morning, and he is absolutely amazing. So we are thrilled and really honored that he has joined us, and it's great. So say hello to him, everybody in the chat, okay, wherever you're sitting. So back to you, the two Noor and Nora.
Actually, we are lucky to have you today.
Yes.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you. Thank you very much. So I will, this is some of the Islamic landmarks in Jordan. I will speak, due to the shortness of time, I will speak about just two pictures. First one is the Mosque of Abu Ubaidah. The second one is Karak Castle. And the third one here is Cave of Ashab al-Kahf, and it's called the Cave of Seven Sleepers. A part of Amman in Jordan, the location of the cave claimed to be in Turkey, but there is a debate concerning the exact location of the cave. But one of the version of the story appears in the Quran, translated as the closest location in Jordan. This one is, this picture is the picture of tomb of Ja'far bin Abi Talib and tomb of Mu'adh ibn Jabal. Here, the tomb of Mu'adh ibn Jabal is, many visitors claim the lovely fragrance it presented in the home where he is buried, and the caretakers insist they have never applied anything there. And the last picture is for the site of the Battle of Mu'tah. Now, let's move. We finished the cities.
Now we'll talk about
make you a bit hungry.
I will make you hungry.
Yes. Sorry, wait a minute, please. Yes.
Okay. Give me the remote, please.
Okay. Yes, Noor.
Okay, could you please enlarge the, okay, thank you. Now we will make you hungry. We'll talk about Jordanian cuisine. First of all, we will talk about Jordanian breakfast. This picture shows Jordanians' traditional breakfast, which contains ful, hummus, feta, and other ingredients. Some people in Jordan at the early morning used to take their empty plates to the hummus shops to fill the plates with a delicious decorated hummus with the green chili lemon sauce and a little of chickpeas on the top. Noura will talk about our famous mansaf. Your mic, Noura.
Mansaf is a food that runs deep in the culture of Jordan. And when you take your first bite, you will actually taste Jordan. Along with just being completely unique and delicious, mansaf is so important in Jordan that it is being known to resolve conflicts and restore, I can't see the mouse, restore peace with tribes in Jordan. That's the power of food. It's also common to eat at Jordanian celebrations, parties, family get-together, and festivals. Mansaf is a dish of rice, lamb, a dry yogurt made into a sauce called jamid, type of bread called shrak, and nuts. It is not only one of the most beloved Jordanian foods, but it is also considered the national dish of Jordan. Here's some picture of mansaf, and this video. In this video, my mom made this mansaf, and Noor produced this video.
انتم الجميل ارحبوا الربع ملتم عاسدر المناسف الربع ملتم عاسدر المناسف وحلو بزاد وملوا من النواشف وحلو بزاد ملوا من النواشف الربع ملتم عاسدر المناسف وحلو بزاد وملوا من النواشف ليلة بالعمر يا اشرف مواقف والجميد يشر من عقب الشفايف واللحم مرصوص ابخاد وكتايف ورأسها مقصوص لكبار الوصايف ولحمة بشرة كلفة كالقطايف لقعدين عالصاع وبيد المغارب جرب انتم الجميل ارحبوا الربع ملتم عاسدر المناسف الربع ملتم عاسدر المناسف وحلو بزاد وملوا من النواشف وحلو بزاد ملوا من النواشف الربع ملتم عاسدر المناسف وحلو بزاد وملوا من النواشف ليلة بالعمر يا اشرف مواقف والجميد يشر من عقب الشفايف واللحم مرصوص ابخاد وكتايف ورأسها مقصوص لكبار الوصايف ولحمة بشرة كلفة كالقطايف لقعدين عالصاع وبيد المغارب جرب
I feel hungry already. Yes. Now we'll move to the sweet. We'll talk about kunafa. What coffee is to Italy, kunafa is to Jordan and the Levant region. To many of us, it may just be that cheese-filled dessert hiding under a chest of golden crisp vermicelli noodles, soaked in a serious dosage of hot sugar syrup. But no, it goes way beyond that. Kunafa is a dish that trumps all dishes when it comes to cultural etiquette. Graduated, just got married, new job, new car, newborn baby, kunafa is the go-to dish to gift and share on these occasions. Different versions come made in either crispy vermicelli or for those who like texture, or semolina for those who like it soft and creamy. If it's covered in a mixture of pistachios and nuts, then it's taking it up a notch in the generosity field. Now, this is a video. This is a video for the most famous kunafa shop in Jordan named Habiba. Everyone knows Habiba, and it has many branches all over the world now. I hope you like it, and let's see it together.
Thank you, Noor. Now I will speak about Jordanian coffee. Arabic coffee is more than water and beans. Coffee is a vessel, a Bedouin way to communicate, and one of the interesting facts about Jordan that those who visit the hospitable country will come to realize. The Bedouin coffee is ground and boiled, then placed on the fire coals to keep it hot. One of the critical things about the coffee is that it must be hot. When serving guests, the host will use 3 cups. He will fill the first cup for himself. This serves 2 purposes. First, it indicates to the guest that there is nothing harmful in the coffee. Second, and perhaps most important, the temperature of the coffee can be checked. The host will pour the second cup to the eldest male, who is generally seated to the right of the host. The third cup will be for next guest seated in the circle, and the rest will wait for their turn. If the guest shakes his cup back and forth, it indicates that he is done. Otherwise, it will be refilled. This video, it is in Arabic, but translated what I have said in English.
القهوة العربية الأصيلة هذه رمز للبدو ورمز للعرب. هي بداية الضيافة للبدو، بداية الضيافة لأي ضيف جاي على البيت. أول ما نقدم له قهوة العربية. في فرق بين القهوة العادية قهوة الكيف وقهوة العزا. قهوة العزا تشرب فنجان لأنه عزا ما بتهز الفنجان. لا، أما القهوة الضيافة تشرب فنجان فنجانين، اسمه فنجان الضيف، فنجان الكيف، فنجان السيف. لو على الثالث تهز الفنجان. القهوة قص وخص. لأن قلنا قص ودك تبدأ من اليمين، ولكن تفاجأ أحيانا يكون رجل جاي كبير بالسن ومعاه 3 4 شباب يقعد بالصدر. لا يجوز إني أروح على اليمين على الشباب الأصغر منه واترك الرجل الكبير قاعد بالصدر. القهوة يعني خشت مع التراث العشائري وعادات والتقاليد العشائرية. هالساعي يعني ما في جاهة بصلحة أو بعطوة تبدأ إلا بالقهوة. أيوة، الفنجان اسمه فنجان الجاهة. إذا طلبت عروس تحط الفنجان أمام رئيس الجاهة. رئيس الجاهة هو الفنجان اعتبار للجاهة عموم، ولكن هو الجاهة تكبر واحد من الجاهة ويحطوا الفنجان عند فلان، فهو يقوم ويطلب. عادة القهوة تلمسك بيد اليسار وينصب بيد اليمين، وتقدم القهوة بيد اليمين. تقضبها بيدك اليسار وتصب بالفنجان بيدك اليمين وتقدمه للضيف بيدك اليمين. إذا ما هزوا بده قهوة صب له. سر القهوة أهم شيء بالحمس. حمس القهوة تكون ما هي محروقة، لا تحرقها كثير، يعني خليها تكون شقرة. الشاب القهوجي بالذات يعني ينتدبوا وراء البيت، يا اما من عياله يا اما بالاجار يولع النار ويصلح القهوه من الصبح للضيوف. يجي القهوجي وانا نتكلم انا وجاري، ايوه، عشان ينبهني يصب لي قهوه يطق الفنجان ببوز الدله. هي القهوه دائما مربوطه بشبت النار. اول ما تشب النار وتجيب المحماسه وتحط بها القهوه وتحمس القهوه، وتجيب طباخ القهوه وتحط فيه ميه وتحطه وين على النار، بس يقلب لونها اشقر تعرق لون الشقار هيك. تحطها بصينيه تبرد شويه، ثم تحطها بالنجر بالمهباش وتدقها من المهباش. تاخذ القهوه وتحطها تلقم بالطباخ، وثم بعد هذا تدق البهار بالنجر وتحطه بالمصب اللي هي الدله الصفراء الصغيره اللي نصب بها قهوه. بس تطبخ القهوه وتركد، تزل القهوه على المشرب لما يمليه تلزه على النار، تطبخ البهار من جديد. الآن جاهزة نصب للضيوف.
Now we finished this part. We will move to the last part for today. Sorry. Yes, Noor.
Yes. In this part, we will talk about Jordanian dance, the famous dabka, Jordanian wedding, and the Jordanian song. First of all, we'll talk about the Jordanian dance dabka. Dabka or dabka is a traditional folk dance of the Levant, performed at wedding and other festive celebrations by both men and women. The meaning of dabka in Arabic is stamping of the feet. There is a ras, head, or lawih, waver, who takes the lead and improves the shows off with his or her special moves. The rest is following by holding each other's hands and dancing their feet off. It's a strenuous dance, and the stronger your legs, the better your moves can be. Now, in the next video, you will see the Jordanian songs and the dabka as well. Play it, Nora.
احنا شبابك يا وطن حب الارض الحلوانية عبد الله حنا عزويتك وحسين نور عيونينا وسدينا والمورينا وسكورينا وسورينا فدوه ترابك يا وطن يحيى أردنينا من صهيل محبة احنا شبابك يا وطن حب الأرض العنوانينا عبد الله حنا عزويتك وحسين نور عيونينا وسدينا والمورينا.
Now we will move to the last part of our journey, which is the wedding in Jordan. On the day of the wedding, the family and the friends of the groom gather at the groom's house, dancing and singing. Sometimes you can see traditional band playing Arabic drums known as tabla and dancing a kind of dance called dabka. After that, they parade to the bride's house with their cars in an organized way with the bride's decorated car in the lead. Once they reach the home of the bride, the groom will wait for her to come out of her family's home. Then they leave together along with the bride's parents, brothers, and sisters to the venue to celebrate. Once they arrive to the venue, there will be a band waiting for them, dancing dabka and singing for welcoming groom, bride, and guests. And now, this is the video show one of the Jordanian wedding for famous YouTuber. I hope you like watching this video. We have reached the end of our presentation. We hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you, Noor. Thank you, Nora. Really, it's a great presentation.
We hope you enjoyed it and expanded your knowledge on Jordan. First of all, I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who has supported us and taking time out of their day to be here with us today. Also, a big thank you to Auntie Qaisra, founder of the MACFEST and MACFEST team for giving us this opportunity to join and present our beloved country, Jordan. And a big thank you for my family and friends who are watching us now from all over the world. Noor.
Biggest thanks is to our families and friends who are watching us now from all over the world. My special thanks to Qaisra and everybody also, and especially to Noura for choosing me to be her companion in MACFEST First Arabic Heritage Week. Now, if you liked our presentation about Jordan and wanted to know more or decided to visit Jordan someday, we will share with you in the share box some links about Jordan and how to visit it. Thank you, Mr. Mike, also.
Thank you.
Delighted our day. You delighted our presentation.
Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Noor. Really, you did a great job. You presented a really amazing event today. Your country, Jordan. And what can I say? Really, Jordan is a magical country, full of monuments, nature, seasides. You presented everything, including Jarash festival that I love a lot, because all the Arab world enjoyed watching the Arab singers and the poets. And you include food, coffee, wedding, everything. And just it's amazing fest. And over to you, Mike, if you want to say something about the festival today.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed today, and I must say congratulations to everybody who put this together, because it was a wonderful presentation. Some of it was just magnificent. The stuff from the desert is just great. The Mars outlook of the area, just fantastic. And I'm sure I've seen some of those scenes in films about Mars, but I might be making that up. Thank you for inviting me, and it's been a real pleasure to be here, and congratulations on a fabulous presentation.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Just before I want to say something about our event, next event tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's the Arab cuisine. Please join us in our event. I will be there. I will present Moroccan cuisine with Ala, me from Morocco and Ala from Egypt. I wish to see you tomorrow with our events and promote as well MACFEST in all our media, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and please a lot of like and subscribe and share subscribe in our YouTube channel, MACFEST YouTube channel. And thank you so much for joining us this evening in amazing event. And thank you, Nora. Thank you so much. Thank you, Qaisra. Thank all attendees, all hosts, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you,
I want to thank what an amazing feast, girls, you provided for us. You've done really amazing. And I just want to remind everybody who was our guest, these two ladies were speaking in their third language. It's like me trying to deliver this event, this webinar in Russian, and I couldn't do it. You have really done yourself proud. So well done, and thank you for an amazing event. So I want to thank Mike again for staying with us, joining us, and enjoying the treat that we've had in offer for you, Mike. So thank you so much. And of course, thank you to Hanan, who's done a fantastic job, mashallah, in hosting the event. And finally, I want to also thank Mariam, our technical host, who's been beautifully doing it, live streaming, and also all the technical bits at the back. And then, of course, the attendees from around the world. I mean, I can't even remember the number of countries have been listed. So you have been very special for us. Please do join us for other events, including the one for tomorrow, Arabic cuisine. If you don't know about it, we are celebrating Arabic Heritage Festival in the UK as part of Muslim Art and Culture Festival. And on Sunday, we have a very special event. If you're in the UK and you can go to the Lowry Centre, join us for the Nile Band. So thank you, everybody, again, once more. And wherever you are, goodbye, good night, or good afternoon, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And salam to my lovely family in Jordan, all of you. You know who you are, okay? And in Jeddah, I meant, sorry. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Hayakum Allah.